universe, show me how good it gets. Hi guys, it is nearly the end of March, which means I am going to be doing a quarterly check-in for myself, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity for you guys to possibly do one as well if you're being called to it. A quarterly check-in is basically, because we're nearly ending the first quarter of the year, it's a little bit of a check-in to sort of realign with your yearly goals, check in how you've been going for the last 3 months, because it's like a longer time period than doing like a monthly check-in, and just seeing as a whole, will your yearly goals change? It's sort of just a check-in with yourself to reevaluate, reflect, and see how you want to go moving forward into the next quarter of the year. I made myself like a little ebook, download, whatever it is, just to use as like prompts and things like that as well. I've done a whole bunch of different pages that have prompts on it, and I did end up, I had a couple of people on Instagram reach out and say that they were really interested in having it for themselves as well, so I ended up turning it into like an actual like PDF download for everyone, and I will leave that in the description. It's completely free. It's just if you guys were interested in doing your own quarterly check-in as well. So let's get straight into it. The first thing that I'm gonna do is a self check-in. So basically, where am I at right now? And it's going to be a mental check-in, a physical check-in, and an energy check-in as well. Mentally, it's more like how have you been feeling emotionally, what's bringing me joy, what has been draining my energy. But I will journal on that now, and then I will come back to you and sort of explain how I'm going. Alright, so I've just done the first portion and I'm going to share it with you. For my self check-in, with my mental check-in, it was how have I been feeling emotionally, and I just said I've overall had a very positive start to the year, but at times I'm really struggling with self-doubt and like imposter syndrome and like what the hell am I doing? And that's been sort of like a recurring thought in my brain at times where it does come up for me. What has been bringing me joy is my no plan days, like slow getting outside, going to the beach, bringing to life my new business and working on things for that. And what has been draining me has been that negative self-talk, screen time, too much of seeing of what other people are doing. Physical check-in, how do I feel in my body? I've been super consistent with movement, and so I've been feeling really strong. I feel in tune with my cycle. I do have low body self-esteem days. What habits have been supporting me? Meditation, journaling, and Pilates in the morning. And something that I can improve on is running consistently. I really enjoyed starting to run, but I kind of died off there after a while. I just haven't gone back out. So I really want to get back into that because it really made me feel strong. And then checking my notifications in the morning on my phone. My energy check-in was where have I been spending the most energy, and for me that has been bringing my business to life and thinking about how I can continue to grow my personal brand and create an income from this business. Then I asked, like, is this aligned with my priorities? And yes, it is. My season at the moment is very focused on building out my career, so for me that feels very aligned, and I'm not mad about where I've been spending my energy. So these are just like good ways to sort of get you to show feeling aligned with yourself and what habits are supporting you. The next step is reflecting. You guys know I love a good reflection. It's really important to kind of see where you've been at without just completely moving forward. So I've got a whole bunch of prompts on reflecting that I can leave here for you, or you can just download the guide. Reflection is done and I'll walk you through it. So what went really well for me these past 3 months has been my connection with my husband. We've had some ups and downs, but overall I feel like we have like a super good concrete connection. Starting my freelance business and locking in clients, as well as building my other business on the side at the same time as well. I've been really putting my career first, and it's something that I'm super excited about. And doing things alone and getting out of my comfort zone. You guys know I've struggled with doing things alone, and I've made it like a goal of mine to continue doing that throughout the year. And I've done like some solo diaries when I've, you know, spent the day going out, going to the beach by myself and things like that. Challenges that I faced and what I learned from them, we had like a personal thing happen not too long ago now, and it kind of just reminded me that we can't always be thinking about the negative and that our bad thoughts can manifest as well. So it's really important where you're spending your time and energy and what you're thinking about. Another challenge has been, in full transparency, there's like a beautiful bird out in front of my door. In full transparency, has been income at the moment. So I only quit my job at June of last year, and since then I was still doing like teaching on the side as well. So this is the first year I'm fully going into complete self-employed mode with no income stream from other people, and it's only coming from myself. So it has been like a little bit of a learning curve and a little bit of time for us to really pull back a little bit on expenses, and I just think we've done really well in how we have adjusted. How aligned have I felt with my goals? I've been really prioritizing them and making them happen so they feel right. I'm really proud with how I set them at the start of the year. What am I proud of myself for the past 3 months? It is getting out of my comfort zone, doing things alone, sharing myself more vulnerably online, and letting like my tools come into play. So really relying on like my meditation and my journaling and the mindset that have come to learn like over these past 5 years, and putting them into play when challenges and things arise. And something that I'll be doing differently the next quarter is going all in on like manifesting and making my dreams happen, really exploring. We're going to Japan in the next quarter, so just really enjoying that and exploring and like filling up my travel cup and just saying yes to any opportunities that sort of come my way. So that is my reflection. The next one that I've got is my brain dump page, and this is basically any notes, things, ideas that I want to be doing in the next quarter, just to get everything out of my brain. So I'm just gonna write like a whole bunch of notes. I always love a good brain dump. Like whenever you're just feeling overwhelmed, it's really nice to just like run it, like write out a whole piece of paper, and then like you can see where your mind is at and like categorize them and then take steps from there, because sometimes it can get super overwhelming in your head. Alright, my brain dump is all done, and now I'm moving into my next section, which is the yearly goal check-in. So this is basically looking at my yearly goals and making sure I'm still on track. If any of my priorities have shifted, I think it's super important that knowing that your yearly goals can change. Like even though you set them at January and you're like, yes, this is what I want my year to be, sometimes things happen and priorities shift and your goals can completely do a full 180. And I think that's totally fine. Don't feel like you need to stick to whatever you set at the start of the year. If they no longer feel right for you, then change them. Like it's fine. So this is just kind of a little check-in to make sure that you still feel good with them. Have a look at, you probably already achieved some of them in the last quarter. So just kind of having a reflection of where you're at and how you're going with your goals. So I've got my yearly goals here that I wrote out, and I'm going to read over them and see what I've already achieved, see what I'm on track for, and if any of these just like don't feel right anymore. Alright, so for me, I am still very much on track for my goals this year, and they all still feel super aligned for me. And what I've achieved already is going for a beach swim alone. I've been in the planning and concept stages of bringing my new business to life, and I've been showing up super vulnerable online as well. So they're like the stepping stones of my big goals for the year. So we're still making our way towards them. I feel like this is nice because it's making me get re-inspired, like checking back over my goals, and it's like, oh, I can feel that feeling of how I felt at the start of the year and how much drive I have towards it, because sometimes it can feel like the inspiration and the motivation can die off and like discipline and everything sort of taking the lead. But when you sort of look back at all of these things and the goals that you set at the start of the year, you really come into that sort of like exciting motivation to really achieve those and get those things down. The last little step, I think it's the last one, yeah. So my last step for a quarterly check-in is your vision and intention for the next quarter. Now that we've done the reflection, the check-in, the body check-in, all of that, we can now plan and have a new vision and prioritize what is super important for your next quarter. So what are my top 3 priorities for the next 3 months? What habits do I want to focus on? What word and or feeling do I want to embody? And like an affirmation and personal mantra for the season. So that's what I'm going to work on now, and I'm going to sit down and have a think about what I want my next 3 priorities to be. Alright, see the mood shift? It's so fun. So my vision and intention for the next quarter, what are my top 3 priorities? My first one is Japan. Full exploration mode, full enjoyment mode, full holiday mode. I'm so excited about. My second one is finalizing all of my launch plans and getting absolutely everything ready for my new business. I can't wait to speak to you guys about it more, and I'll probably honestly be talking about it and what it is and everything this in the next quarter for sure, because I want to launch the following quarter. So I'm probably going to be announcing everything coming soon. And my last one is, of course, growing my YouTube channel. A big goal of mine is to eventually get monetized on YouTube. So at the moment, everything that I put out, I don't get paid for. It's like, but I've been doing this for so long now, and I think one of my biggest goals is to get paid by YouTube. So of course, growing my watch hours and growing my subscriber count is a priority for me. And habits I want to focus on is getting off my phone and prioritize more reading. So really using Opal, which is the social blocking app that I have, to really do that. Get outside more. I feel such an energy shift when I get outside, whether it's a walk, a run, going to the beach, just getting out of the house a bit more. And then my last one is connecting with more people online. So we have all of these people like at our fingertips, these amazing, incredible people. And for me, it's like seeing these amazing women online like doing the same sort of thing as me, like trying to build their personal brand or building business or just incredible people. So I just feel like I can reach out to them more and connect more, because that's at the end of the day what social media was for. My word for this quarter is going to be fruition. Like I just want to see sort of everything come into fruition by the end of the quarter. And my affirmation is going to be, universe, show me how good it gets. That is my vision and intention for the next quarter, and it is now set. Just like reminder that progress is totally personal and every season of life looks different. And if your season right now is to completely relax, be full peace mode and feminine mode, then that is perfect. And if your mode right now is full hustle, full career driven, full all of that, then amazing. And then my other thing is you can have both. So never feel like you have to be either the peaceful, I was gonna say peaceful princess, or like the real hustle mode career. You can be both at the same time. They can exist at the same time. So if that's where you're at, that is perfect. But just a reminder that every season looks different for each person, and this is where I'm at right now, and that is my vision for the next quarter. I hope you guys enjoyed doing this with me. It's something a little bit different. I haven't done a quarterly check-in before, and I just thought it's a really nice thing to do, especially setting yearly goals, because sometimes you can sort of set and forget them. So if you did like this, let me know. And again, if you want to do this for yourself and do the exact same one that I did, again, I've made this into like a little free guide for you with all the prompts and everything that I just did. So if you are keen on that, you can download it. It's completely free and you can enjoy just a quarterly check-in. But anyway guys, that is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it and felt some inspo out of it, and I will see you guys in my next one as always. Bye.